Then you could share it as a watch party.
Share. All right, let's see. Share to your story, sharing our friends, just share.
Yeah,
Oh, watch together in a group.
it'll say watch party.
It says, say something about this. I'm going to just say, we're live.
Because usually it'll watch party.
Let's see, share in group. Share in timeline. I'm just do share on your timeline.
Yes, ma'am.
Whew.
Share it as a watch party.
Listen,
That's me.
we made it.
We made it. So Victoria.
I'm officially in 2020. Phew.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, first off, I'm Yvette Lloyd, Life Her Podcast. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing everything about what you have going on and how you just be making things happen.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm from Georgetown, South Carolina. Went to Winthrop University, joined the workforce, and I'm skipping a lot of middle. There's middle, and then just decided to just where I was in a point in my life where I just wanted more purpose, more passion, and really want to find out what I really love to do. So I took all my skills that I learned at Winthrop University, graduated with business administration, concentration in finance, and I decided to write a children's book. And it just really went from there. I went from one book. I have some of my products back here, from one book all the way to creating a reading channel for kids. And it all started because I decided to make that step to become an author of Buddy the Bear books.
Man, what is started?
So what inspired me is that I would say that I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit where I just look at something, I'm like, how do I fix this? How do we make this better? So I just do that. I just want to have a product and I want to have a service. And honestly, I prayed about it just to have that vision of what I should do. And so as I was looking around and just noticing more of everything around me, my niece actually, I noticed how she liked, it was actually my sister that wanted to get these glow in the dark shoes for my niece. So that took me back to my childhood when I was afraid of the dark. Okay. And glow in the dark stars was like the big thing when I was a kid. And I just decided that I would write a book because with kids, and even when I was a kid, I liked things that were more animated and fun, colorful. So I knew that I wanted to make sure that my books were like that for those kids that maybe needed a little more excitement in their books to get them really excited about reading. So that's what really inspired me. A child inspired me to create the children's book.
That's amazing. I read your book.
You got a copy.
Yes, I have that. Oh, look.
Girl, you the best customer ever. You got so what you got was the bedtime buddy bundle, which is the perfect Buddy got to be cool, so there's some shades in there for Buddy too. So trying to put some fun in there for the kids, but all the things that you just pulled out, it's I think that the products that you enjoy the most are the products that are able to create the experience for you, right? So I knew that. Isn't he talk about Buddy? Isn't he just like perfect for the arm, like just everything, right? Like
sure, buddy.
So I just wanted to create an experience. So I knew that, okay, I wrote a children's book. Let's get this character here. Let's bring it to life. Let's have it where kids can go to sleep, right? And the Buddy the Bear, the book that you have, is Buddy is going through his bedtime routine, right? So he's putting up his glow in the dark stars. So it's like, okay, let's find a way to put glow in the dark stars in the package for the kids. He puts on his pajamas. So guess what? Buddy has his pajamas to switch into, right?
Yes.
And don't forget you got to put the tail. I don't even, wait, hang on, his shirt too long. Put the tail in too. Okay, don't forget when you do that. So you have your teddy bear that you can put in bedtime clothes, right? The kid changes to their clothes. You change the teddy bear to their clothes. You read the story and good night. You know, a lot of parents, you know, that's a thing that you hear. How do I get my kids to go to bed?
Right.
So I want to create that experience where it's fun to go to bed and you have your buddies, so you're safe. A comfort animal too, right? We all had something that we enjoyed as a kid to sleep with. So
yeah,
to be your buddy.
I love it. When I got it in the mail, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cute!" And you know what's so funny? What I did was, you had said that you wanted someone to, if I wanted to, like your autograph and everything with.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what I did was, me and my husband, we lost our mothers in the same, like last year.
Mhm.
So I said, if I have a daughter, I will name my daughter after our mothers. And it's
wow.
so neat because that's who you wrote it to, my future daughter.
Girl, don't start having me crying on here now. I will cry, baby. Don't start. We gotta make it through. Let's see, you know. But I'm just glad I was able to, you know, to create that experience, because I had that information, right, when you purchase. So it's like, if I can sign it or autograph it to you, I like to give that opportunity to the customer. So that's perfect.
Yeah. When I saw that and I got the text, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Amazing. And I just loved it. Like, your packaging is amazing. I just recommend everybody to like really purchase this book. And I really want to know, like, what inspired you to even like put the book the way it is, because I took it in different levels of it. It's based upon your imagination, but just for the fact that he got a good night box, and in the good night box you got your pajamas, you got your stars, you got your rocket ship, but he left his blanket and he go get it. But it's like you can take your imagination on so many levels with that.
Yeah, and I would say that a lot of so when I was little back in the day, I enjoyed I'm trying to think, Little Bear. Okay. So Little Bear is what I would watch on TV. I believe Nick Jr. And then Berenstein Bears was the books that we had. And just as a child, you know, that I had glow in the dark stars like that when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I had a favorite pair of pajamas. So I just pulled, you know, inspiration from things that I saw as a kid, and just put my touch on it, my spin. Like, you know, I just have, my imagination is just, anybody who talks to me, it's always something. It's always something. When I speak, it's always a scene. Like, I have to talk in scenes for some reason.
But I think it's just amazing. It's like really inspiring. Just the fact that even you just saying that he wasn't scared of the dark. And we know that it's a lot of kids that are scared of the dark. But if they have Buddy,
Right.
But Buddy ain't scared, so why should I be scared?
Exactly. They have their buddy, they good to go.
It's like Buddy got my back. Long as Buddy's sleeping with me, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, Buddy's smiling, so what's there to be afraid about, right? And I think I would, Barney, right? Honestly, so I was one of those kids who would be afraid of the dark. And at some point, like, my parents would let me get in the bed with them, right? But at some point, they put their foot down. They were like, "Oh no, 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 this is done." Okay, so I had to find a way. So I think I probably used to sing, I don't know, Barney songs or something. I don't know, something to get me through the night until I fell asleep. But I always try to make like everything better for the next generation, right? So they won't have to sing themselves asleep. They have their buddy, and they can be happy about going to sleep.
And that's good because like I don't know, it's really good. I'm gonna use this for my daycare kids. So I'm gonna give me because I got 5 classrooms, so I'm gonna get one for each classroom so they can have their own, so nobody won't be fighting over the buddy.
It will go down, everybody. Okay, like out the box is going down. So that's perfect, perfect. That'll work just fine.
Yeah. So what other books do you have? You were saying that you have some other ones.
Yeah, so Buddy the Bear, which literally that just popped into my mind. And it was really to support family, friends, coworkers that were like, okay, you gave my kids this book. They love Buddy. Is there more? So what I decided to do was write about the first day of school, just because I knew that I had those anxiety or issues about the first day of school, right? It went beyond like, what hairstyle you gonna wear back and your school clothes, but
Yes.
it's kind of first day of school, being concerned about, making friends, things of that nature, even if you're going to a new school. So that's why I did first day of school. And then we have a Halloween book that we're going to do this year. So we'll see what's going to happen with Halloween in 2020.
Buddy, some costumes.
Yes, yes. We'll see. I don't know what Buddy's gonna be this year. I think last year I think he was I don't know what, a cowboy, maybe? I don't know.
Really?
Even Buddy has a costume. So we'll see what Buddy is this year.
Oh my God, that is amazing. I'm really happy to know that you're doing that because you're giving kids a huge imagination along with you having your own.
Right.
And it's working. So how has your sales been and everything due to COVID? Has it helped you a lot?
I would say that it has. And it's just because, but what's important to do during this time is that even as a customer myself, people are wondering, like, are they open? Are they closed? Is it available? So just putting it out there like, hey, we still have it, Buddy available, and put my mask on, and we deliver that Buddy to you. Okay. We do that.
Yes, definitely. One of the things I really loved is you have a TV.
Imagine Time TV. So, speaking of from COVID, so before, they closed down the schools and everything, I was a reading tutor. So Charlotte had a Read Charlotte initiative, and just to help with the literacy rates, and just bring it up to 80% of kids by third grade reading at their level, because right now it's like really low, like it's below 40% of kids actually making it to that point. And so what I decided to do, I was used to going during my lunch, so I'll go about 3 times a week, and it would be like a whole, I go into the school, pick up the kids, they're excited, hey, how's your day? We sit down and we read the passages and go through the, everything that we have to do for tutoring. And then, you would stay home. The kids would stay home, you would stay home. And I'm like, okay, I'm used to reading to these kids. What do I do now? And I would say becoming an author, I start to just naturally dig more into what gets kids interested in reading, why aren't kids reading? And really, I noticed that through the tutoring that kids are really interested in things that they can relate to, right? It depends on what's going on in their life. I noticed that they pretty much tie to those passages or something fun. They usually go for those and helps with their reading. So I decided to do Imagine Time TV. Like, I have a book. Let me put it out there. Let me see if I work with an animator. Let's just try it, right? Let's just do it, see how it goes. And I reached out to authors. So I'm a part of author groups on Facebook. and I'll put it out there to say, hey, I'm doing Magic Time TV. The goal is just to get books out to kids, a free platform for kids to read. It's a read aloud experience. And they get to discover new authors because I am self published, right? And to push your own book is just so hard. So I'll put that call out there. And it's just amazing how many authors say yes, we would love to. They literally send their books. I literally still get books in my PO box, still books coming in just to continue to create that free virtual animated library for kids. So even in COVID, they can still get a read aloud experience.
That's amazing. You're actually inspiring me to release my children's book that I've been sitting on for 4 years.
So let's talk about that. And that's another thing. So I'll put out there, and that's I started to notice that I would just get questions, who did you use for illustrations? How did you get that teddy bear? Just different, and so I saw there was a need. So I have offer consultations where and the first is free, where I literally will read your script. If you send me the script, I won't tell anyone, I promise. Right? Because I understand it's your baby. I get the whole process. Send it to me, I review it, pretty much give you that feedback because I know that that's needed to say, okay, how do we bring your book to life? And you need to do it because I started looking at the diversity in books, right? So really in the African American community, like books where African Americans are the main character is like below 10%. Like I believe it's like 8%. We need to do that so that, because kids look at characters and they want to see like an image, right? Somebody that they look like or can relate to. So it's just so important. So I don't want you to not put that book out. I don't know what the hang up is, but we're going to talk about that and make sure that we raise that percent of books and make it happen.
No, seriously, it's like I think what I see a lot since you were a reading tutor, have you noticed how children are being passed along in each grade and still not able to read? And I've noticed that so much because I have children that I do know they're not even they're in the 5th grade and still can't read so that's what really inspired me a long time ago to actually do a children's book, like starting off with the basics. And it's just really sad in so many ways because some parents they work a lot. So sometimes it's hard for them to even get certain things done. With me having a daycare, we have to educate them for them. They come right from school and they come right there, and then their parents get off late and they're tired. They want to go to work in the next morning, get the kids ready and everything. So it was like I just wanted to find solutions to help these kids understand their reading abilities and give them more information for it, because it's hard. I never seen so many kids that do not know how to read and they're still getting passed along to the next level of a grade.
Definitely. And where I'm at, so I read to 3rd graders. So, and what shocked me is that it makes me wonder what were these tests that were, because they run tests, right? They do assessments on you when you're in school, and they have statistics that correlate to pretty much how successful you're going to be. They are able to correlate the like jail, like how many, and it's crazy. And so really from that, I just knew, and knowing all that, once you can't not just not do anything about it, right? So that's why I created Imagine Time TV to give parents an option that maybe they're, they aren't able to, or they don't even know what to do. They may not even know what the solution is, right? So there's
Right.
organizations like Read Charlotte that are literally, I know for since COVID, they have created all this different activities to help your kids read. And they're pushing an initiative now to do an assessment at home to know the reading level of your kids and then know where to go from there. So as a parent, you can do things, as just a volunteer in the community that I'm able to use. I mean, I believe like my parents didn't send me out to school just get a job and do nothing,
Yes.
right? Like, use everything that you learn, your experiences. I say that I don't feel like there was a mistake in my jobs. Like for example, my illustrator is in Romania, an animator. I have two animators in Serbia and Russia. So, but even in my job in the beginning, I was working with team members overseas. So I was able to use that experience to actually complete what I needed to do and continue going and grow. And because it takes more than just me, you can't do it by yourself. I
No.
tried. I tried it, and it is a rough road.
Because you can't reach everyone.
You can't.
You really can't. And it's really inspiring that you do this, because I could tell you put your all into this. I
Yeah, I mean,
I could tell.
very sensitive. Okay, very sensitive. I had to learn how to receive feedback without, feeling some type of way.
Because I'm just saying, like, just coming from just actually just seeing you, a black African American woman, and you have a book like this, and it's professional, it's intact, like your pages is bomb, like, and it's so hard to find great books like this. And
Mhm.
I could tell, like, this is your passion, this is what you love to do, you have a purpose and you have a reason for it. and i
Mhm.
and I really applaud you for doing this, and don't give up.
I won't. I won't. I won't. I'm going to continue. And like I said, I'm going to follow up with you about your book. I went and got my eyebrows done, and she told me that she wanted to write a book. And I'm like, let's do it. Right. So I'm going to be followed with her too to make sure that we bring these books to the
Girl,
children.
I'm telling you, like, I have my characters and all. Like, I have everything.
Hmm.
It's just, I don't know, I just put a pause on it. But you're actually the third person that I have met that released a book and was like, you need to do yours too. And
Hmm.
I just been at a pause with it. I really have. It's just so much that I
Hmm.
have going on, but I feel like it's something very meaningful, because it's just like I was saying, it's just sad how many kids that really cannot read.
The kids need it. Okay, they need it. So I will say that for me, it was okay. I wrote a book. Okay, cool. But when it started to change for me, and I saw the bigger pictures, that when I would go into the schools to do a reading, and one of the parts is that what you measure with a child is word correct, words incorrect, and they're supposed to read a certain amount of words. For example, third grade, they were supposed to read 120 words, right, in a minute. And so, and then after that, they need to be able to do a retell check, right? To see, are they remembering what they are reading, which is so important because we haven't talked about college yet or any studying or anything, right? It's important to be able to remember what you're reading. So I was in a classroom, I was reading, and I remember that the PA went out, announcement went off, right? And so in the middle of my reading, I'm like, really? In the middle of my reading, y'all had to do this announcement, right? So I closed the book. And then after the announcement was over, I said, okay, who can tell me what has happened so far. So I use that as a learning lesson. And I noticed that the teachers were talking in the background. And then after I was done, they were just saying, you know, I some of these kids have not paid attention in class, and we noticed that they paid attention to what you said. They remembered the story, and so then that was my moment where this is bigger than me, right? And I need to put that out there to help children that may just need that person or someone that they can connect to, or that character or that book that they could connect to, that sparks their imagination. It helps them want to continue reading.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so needed for them to continue on to read and grasp it, because the way I read just this one book, I can imagine how your other books are. It made me want to read more, and I'm an adult. So, seriously, because I get tiresome like just reading certain books, but it continued on, like it made you want to say, okay, what happened next? Did he get his blanket? So after he got his blanket, what did he do? And then he couldn't get back home, and they guide him. It's like, even though you're giving them ideas on how to get their blanket, how to use a rocket ship, how to sit on it, and even just the fact of them being lost but finding their way back and people was helping them. Like, it's, I don't know, maybe because I think more broad
Mm-hmm.
big,
Mm-hmm.
but you have a meaning in your books to the point it'll help a lot of kids have a lot of attention to it. So I understand what you said, like how they just get tired of reading something and listening and everything. So you really would help children's attention span on,
Mm-hmm.
for them not to even get tiresome at all.
Right. Exactly. Because my friend, she told me that at the young age you're learning to read, but then as you continue on you're reading to learn, right? So you have to have that fundamental skills so that you can do, I mean, to create this book, there was a lot of reading, there was a lot of watching YouTube, like there was a lot of frustration, but just you finishing and getting to the goal and getting it done.
Yes.
That's important. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
What else do you have going on as far as Imagine Time TV? And I know you say you have a Halloween book coming out also.
Mm-hmm. So with Imagine Time TV, we have a few stories coming up. I'm looking. We just had a story drop tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. It already came out. It was called "I'm No Different Than You," written by Jamie Mahaffey and Christy High, and it's a book about sickle cell, and teaching kids what is sickle cell disease. How do you help a kid with sickle cell disease? And just let them know that this is what the kid is going through, but they're no different than you. They still want to have fun and, learn and eat lunch with each other. So that's what I love, is that I'm like a kid too. Every time I get new books into, I'm trying to think, all the books we've had, My Teacher's Closet, um, affirmations, Bella Noel's affirmations. We had that book. For me, that's important, right? To have those positive
Yeah.
affirmations even as an adult. And in the book, at the end of the book, she has wants you to write I am messages, right? So I am beautiful, I am loved, I am talented. And I need that on my wall. So guess what I did? I put that. I put that up. So we had a book for Father's Day. My daddy doesn't need a cape, celebrating dads. And we have so many more books that are coming out, just different stories, our stories. Check out the page of Edgetown TV, and just get to know the authors. That's all I wanted to do, is like, yes, these are the books, but yes, these are the authors behind these books creating, so, and support them. Support them.
Okay. Definitely, because I think sometimes kids get used to the same thing all the time. So
Mhm.
if they end up getting involved with Imagine Time TV, they be like, wow, Imagine Time TV is amazing. And my kids can watch this because I feel like the cartoon industry and the learning industry has changed a lot.
Mhm.
And is not creating to for kids to still have their innocence.
Mhm.
It goes more and beyond that to make them have a grown imagination instead of a child imagination at their age. So
Right.
it's good that you have that and you are connected with other authors for you to create Imagine Time TV for them to be able to learn and gain so much information from it.
Yes, and just connecting. That's what I'm doing. Now that you're in the house more, I don't know what it is, but it makes you reach out a lot more. Like, hey, what you doing over there? I know that I'm trying to. Some people, AJ Allen. I know he has a reading channel that have Buddy the Bear on there, and his readings are like amazing. Okay, like I was thoroughly entertained. Um, Reached out to, let's see, Ty Allen, another author that he wrote a superheroes book series, and I just reached out to him. I literally saw a TED talk, just connected, like, hey, let's just talk about children's literacy. And you can formulate so many ideas by just reaching out to each other, saying, this is what I'm doing, how do I support you, you just support each other, right? Because it's all just to make sure that we are providing a great diverse variety for kids to close the reading gap that we have out in the community.
Yes, it's so good. It's inspiring that you are doing that and bringing it to attention for everybody in the community. And I just really appreciate you even just coming on here to share that because it's many parents that are following. You even had someone to say that children are currently involved in YouTube and TikTok more than actually reading a book. That's what someone just said, and they said it.
TikTok, you cannot get away from TikTok, no matter how much you try. You know, Sometimes I do. I know I do think about, and actually, one of the authors, um, the book is called Wooly Bully, um, was telling me just about TikTok, and that's as being creative, understanding how do you meet kids where they are, right? Whether it be, I somehow listen. If y'all see, I said I wasn't gonna get on TikTok, but if y'all see me on TikTok, don't say nothing, okay? I'm just trying to find a way to connect to get kids to read. But that's what Imagine Time TV was. I knew that I did not just want to just read the book. I wanted to add animation to it to get kids excited about reading. So I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all know if someone's out there already doing this on TikTok with children's books? Somehow? Send me that information. If not, I'm going to try to give it a go. Give it a go.
Because you can always create it into something for children and they can really relate to it because I think sometimes we get mixed up with the old days with the new days. And sometimes the old things really it don't work like it used to. So we have to create it into something newer so that
Right.
the kids could really understand it and they have fun. That's why they remix a few songs and use the beat to a song that we already know, but they mix it up with good positive educational words to it.
Right.
It makes the kids even want to dance to it instead of dancing to the original lyrics.
What?
So it's
What?
different.
You're right. You're right. One of my friends, April, I'm dropping her name on this call. She loves science, right? So she will hook I can't really, but she'll take like a song, just name whatever hot song we got right now. Let's just I'm not going to name an artist, but insert song here, and she will like teach them about, let's just say, the planets, for example, on the beat. She will rap it on the beat, and I tell her, listen, you have to do this, right? Like, we just want the kids to learn. Okay, we want them to learn. We want them to learn how to read. Books. I still believe in making sure that we have books in the hands of kids, right? That if they want to, they have it's available for them to read. I think that's another part of the issue, is that they don't have the books in the home. And when I was younger, I took that for granted. We had encyclopedias and books all over the place, and I probably argued with my parents about, no, I don't want to read that. But I had that option, right? That when I wanted to look something up, I went into an encyclopedia and I looked it up, and was able to do that research. So yeah, I do think, and just talking about this, my brain is going off, and I'm like, no, we got to focus and finish this right now. But trying to find a way to make that happen for kids. And I'll say, once I finish that book, everything that's caught on fire, because once you complete something, you're like, okay, what's next? I completed that. Let's do it. I can do it. I just have to put my mind to it, be disciplined, and just get it done.
Yep. You got someone else. Well, Courtney, she said, as a parent, I'm definitely conflicted with old school and new school, and I'm trying not to be strict as old school, but not too loose.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I mean, maybe, and I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. So maybe and there's actually a book, I think it's called Atomic Habits or something like that. But I was reading a book about habits and how to create just habits in your life, positive habits. So one thing they talked about is connecting something fun with something that needs to be done, right? So if maybe do a TikTok, okay, and then we're going to read, or you read first, and then, okay, mommy and we're gonna do a TikTok dance, right? So that you're connecting these things, like you're getting the point across of literacy. And then you learn a fun dance too. Keep yourself young,
Yes. It does work, but it's like if you bring the young out of yourself too,
Right.
and
Right.
you're in a different type of energy that you usually have. It's just have fun, enjoy life and everything. She said, okay. She said it makes sense.
Phew. Okay. But with kids' energy, that is one thing, because I would go to work, okay, and every day is not a wonderful day, right? I may be feeling some type of way before I go see those, see the students and children, and I see their face, and they're like, hi, they're just so happy, and all that energy, and then you come back to work and you're like, hello, everyone. You just get it done, and my energy just changed when I went back, right? So yes, yeah, take the energy, learn the TikTok dances, and read.
Add Buddy to your TikTok, you'll be okay.
Yes, yes, add
Buddy just doing this.
TikTok videos. Look at that face, right? Okay,
I know, right? It's so they go cute. Like,
I'm trying to think, Buddy, was Buddy in a TikTok? I think so, but we need more Buddy in TikTok.
see?
I don't know. I might have to download that app tonight.
Yep, you'll just be adding it on there. I'm telling you. That's
happened here.
Hey, that you could basically have them merge over to Imagine TV and just get to know Buddy more.
True. That's true.
So
I will remember we talked about this. I'm not gonna pretend like I just started that TikTok and it was my own idea. Okay.
I was like, man, y'all tripping. Victoria got that TikTok for Buddy. That's Buddy's TikTok.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
like see your side eye.
oh,
So what's the other books that you have behind you?
so okay. So this is a repeat, but this is first day of school. Let's see if we can bring that in.
Okay.
Okay, so this is, so you can see you already held up your book. So it's the first book, Buddy the Bear, and then first day of school here. And then we have a Halloween book on the way. And we're just gonna continue. And I'm still writing. So Halloween, Very Scary Adventure will be coming out. And then we're just going to continue on and keep it going. We're gonna bring up that
Having Buddy as a mascot.
You said having Buddy as a mascot. You want live Buddy. You want Buddy doing those TikTok dances. Is that what you want?
I want a Buddy Barney.
You're right. I need to do that. I need to. You're right. You're right. I have. And it's time. So maybe once the world is released and we can get back out and about, then Buddy's gonna come walk out too, right? That's what we'll do. That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Good idea.
See, I done shout out a few of them for you. So
Are you charging me? Are you charging me for these, or what's going on here?
Huh?
Ideas? Are you charging me for these ideas, or is this on the
house? I just want to see it. Seriously, I don't know. I just got this thing. I like shooting ideas to people to make it more expensive. And sometimes it's good to have another brain somewhere in there that'll help you expand your ideas and not just keep them where you're thinking. And if somebody make you strategically think more, it'd be like, oh yeah. And then if they just say something so small, you'd be like, wow, I could do this, and then you'll take it to a whole nother level. So when you say something so small, watch you going to end up making it bigger than what I said.
No, but it's a team. You have to have a team, right?
You need a theme song.
And a theme song. We do have a theme song. I need to put that out. I'm gonna put that out. See, I hear a little more. But we can remix it. Okay. So if anybody hears it and want to remix it, we can do that. But having your team, that is so important. Like that changed. That really changed me. Like I said, Toya, she thorough. If you would have asked me, I mean, I never would have think I would have been on a podcast, like talking like this, and just because I'm naturally like a shy person, and people be like, Victoria, stop it. No, you're not. But I know that's the face I usually get. But I am. So, just that push to, just say, this is what's going to happen. Just do it. And you need those friends that are going to give you that push. And, I just appreciate all my friends in the beginning that, sit and listen to all my ideas and just didn't discourage it, right? They're like, do it, give it a try. And really we just inspire each other, right? And they're, doing their things, whether it's a blog, my friend, Whoa Mama blog, a new mommyism. And we're just a group of friends that are doing these businesses and just making it happen. Restore Organics. I can't name all my friends, but
I mean, it's great to have it's good to have that support system. It's just good for all of that because it's healthy. And for you to share that is very rare for other women to even hear that they have a support system of friends, because that's hard to find too. Because if you're doing too much and you're accomplishing so many things, it'll make it seem like you're bragging and
Mhm.
you're not, and it's really, or if you're trying to support them, I just want to support you. It's
Right.
like it's a natural reaction for us to support our friends that we love and care about. But if
Mhm.
they're not elevating with you, you got to keep going also. So
Right.
it's just so many ways. So it's a blessing that you do have friends, and you're even shouting out your friends on the platform, because that shows a lot of how much y'all love each other, you know?
Yeah, we really do. We do. So I would say in the beginning, I just wanted to do everything with everybody. Number one, because I was afraid to do it by myself. And number two, I just, you just want to do everything with your friends. And so, but I had to understand that we all have different paths, we all have different timing. If my friend goes on to do something and then I decide later, like, yeah, I want to do it, then we connect and, we're able to help each other grow. Just personally, what I do is that every week I talk to Shanika Kerr, breakthrough to entrepreneur. Just having mentors and people that you talk to every week. I think sometimes we get caught up in the cost, but there's free resources out there. SCORE, Small Business Development Center. There's all these things you can look up, and you get consultants for free that will talk you through your ideas. You have to do the work. There's no way around there
Oh
around
yeah.
that. But you get to talk to consultants um, and business owners that have done it and that want to support you through your journey. So I highly recommend anyone just find out what free resources you have. Definitely during this time, COVID, everybody's at home for the most part, right?
Yeah.
So some went back to work, but I was just talking to a consultant and she was like, talk to me, reach out to me anytime. I'm home by myself. so just find that out and don't let money just to stop you. Just find what you can, those resources. Like I said, SCORE, Small Business Development Center, that will talk to you and help you get your idea off the ground and bring new ideas, right? Just reach out to and don't get discouraged if you reach out to someone on Instagram. If you like what they have going on, support them. Tell them you like it. Maybe try to set up some time that y'all can support each other and talk about what you have going on. Some may not hit you back. So don't even get your feelings hurt. Okay. You just keep going to the next. Okay. And then you'll have those people that are like, yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Yes. So what advice you could give to the women that are watching right now for them to continue to live their dreams or even pursue their dreams and even just keep going in life daily?
Um, so I will just say that to prepare, just prepare. Go ahead and mentally prepare yourself that is going to be tough, right? Period. But also remember your why. Why are you doing this? Whether it's, for your child, whether it's for your students, um, to just are you just doing this to help other people believe in themselves to so that they can do it as well? Whatever your why is, literacy rates, just believe in yourself, and just get your circle together, get your support system together, start talking to like-minded people that have their business, because that was the change, right? Just making sure that every day I'm doing research, or just every day I'm mentally doing something that stays in line with my goals and where I'm trying to be. Just do something every day, small or small. You laying in bed, you on your phone, you probably scrolling through Facebook anyway. Put it on pause, okay? And look at your goals. That's actually one thing that I did do. I put an app blocker on my phone in the beginning
Wow.
to make sure that my phone locked for a certain amount of time. And it would tell you every time you would click the app, it would say pretty much go be productive. So I do that. I did that in the beginning just so I can just focus on what I was trying to do, and take time to support. Go through, see what other people have going on. Go be inspired by others. Like it, comment, love it.
Yeah.
That's important too, because you're going to want that support, right? Aren't you? When it's your time, and just don't. The last thing is, don't think that just because someone has something going on, like, just understand that what's for you is for you. Okay, that just is what it is. Don't be feel some type of way that something's happening for someone else's life. Like, just support them through that. Celebrate each other, and you just focus on and yourself, and what's for you is for you. So that's what I would say.
Yep. That's right. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being on Life Her podcast. I have your information showing on how people could contact you, but I also would like for you to share it yourself.
Yeah, so you do have it up there beautifully. I can just read it right there. So, to know, we'll start with Buddy the Bear. So, to find out more about Buddy, the name is the same on Facebook and IG, at Buddy the Bear Books. And if you want to know about Imagine Time TV, and just know all the read alouds that we have coming up, and just have a animated book collection for your kids to go through, that is Imagine Time TV. So all one word, that's Imagine Time TV. So we have that on IG and Facebook and YouTube. So if you go on to YouTube, put up Imagine Time TV, you'll see Imagine Time. You click on it, and that's the reading channel. And then there's me. So if you want to see me and Buddy and Imagine Time and everything that I have going on, as I grow and as we grow as the company, it's at the creator Victoria. And I look forward to creating new things. That's what I love to do.
Well, thank you so much, Victoria.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, and don't forget that book. You remember that book you talked about that you said you're going to do?
Yes.
Okay.